So today's the day I got disconnected, and part of my treatment plan is I go in for chemo and get a series of meds there, um, anti-nausea, blah blah blah, one chemo drugs, and then after that chemo drug's done running, I get hooked up to a chemo pump. I've heard it called the Lemon Football. It's around about the size of a large lemon, and it's yellow. Goes in a pouch at my waist, stays connected to my port. I get 5 milligrams an hour, and it drips over 46 hours. And it has the chemo med, plus also has, I think, a Danstron in it to try to help knock down nausea. And, well, today is my disconnect day. Disconnect day is awesome because, fighting cancer, always great. Just when you get to disconnect that, then it's a little easier sleeping at night because you don't have that pouch strapped to your waist. You don't wake up as you turn all the time. You just know you can flop over quicker, easier. You don't worry about accidentally pulling at it. The other thing that's super nice is that suddenly, instead of just washing up with a washcloth, you can actually shower again. That's really nice. I have to admit, I take a long shower after I get disconnected. I just don't want to get out. Yeah, so it's always a nice thing when you get to disconnect. The challenge I had today with disconnect is my wife is unfortunately working. She's an RN. She's amazing. She's wonderful. I'm blessed. As I always say, I did very well marrying her, and she could have done way better than me. But since she wasn't here, I had to do a self disconnect, and it's doable. It's fine. It's just always nicer when somebody's there to help you. But we've honestly written up a script. This is exactly how you do it. Talk through it. And there were some times when she was available that we would go through it, and I would do disconnect with her there so she could be like, okay, yep, do that right. Okay, what's the next step? And make sure I had everything down. So for people who have to do that at home, props to you, because it's a little bit more of a challenge having to do it yourself if you don't have somebody to lean on. And yes, I could go back into the hospital, and it's not that far away, but it's a lot easier to be able to do it yourself. So disconnect at home. The really weird part is, insurance-wise, insurance charges, it's a higher cost to disconnect at home for some reason than going back in and using hospital resources of a nurse, a room, and all that stuff to disconnect. Weird example of another example of why the health system messed up. And it's just a way for somebody to make profit off of it. Somebody got that put into the coding system, and they make more money off of it somehow. So I don't make the rules, just try to live with them. Anyways, I hope everybody's doing well. And I guess I'm going to start asking for people to subscribe and try to build this channel up, and keep me doing something as I'm fighting this cancer battle. Hope everyone's doing well.